Now I'm fucking with all your heads, yo. Through the scope rooftop and I'm bent low. Between heaven and ghetto, it appears that I'm on top now. Figured out there's layers to the shit. Apply to the cycle, now I can keep riding vibrant fineness when I pipe these hits. And I like this shit. Feels good expelling this energy. Anyone who comes next way looking for trouble is immediately gonna be sent to me. Something like a silent undertaker. I don't really need to do too much. Just sit here with the mirror to your face till you either decide to wake up or lose touch. I didn't come to make the choice for you. Fuck off if you choose not to make it. Excuse my hatred, I try not to say this. Just leave it for now and then use it verbatim. Tribe mates tell me stay up. I extend the same love to the same ones. What a world man is filled with fake ones. Settled in lakefronts trying to shake up the whole scene. They lean on the things from the beams of the TV screens, latching on every single get-rich scheme. That's not the dream and they're taking yours free. Hey Spike, why the fuck you gotta go there? We bump your music when we're drinking and we kick it. Friends and family, drinking liquor, good spirits. A lot of people I know don't wanna hear this. You're really asking for it, sonny. I really don't wanna do it. You insist on doubting everything I say and challenging the movement. Then the troops are called in. I was going easy on them, now I'm all in. Think you're strong enough? Then take us all then. Put a mask over the Sultan. Somewhere dark we assault him. Kill the king, kill the prince, kill them all then. Open the doors to the children of the fallen. An army of dictators couldn't match my space invaders. Take them in the trachea, if not mindful of what they're saying. And I'm not playing, I know it sounds pretending. I might be quite pretentious, here's some knowledge I'm lending. My name withholds a legend of a king losing his head in. That's my definition of he who had descended.
Concentração do Calvo. Todos os detalhes antes de a bola rolar. Keylor Navas ajustando ali as meias. A concentração do Stojkovic. Tudo pronto. Apita o árbitro senegalês. Começa Costa Rica e Sérvia. É o grupo E na Copa do Mundo. A saída dada pela Sérvia. Costa Rica já fazendo a marcação ali no seu campo defensivo. A inversão pelo lado direito. Tentativa de bola na área no primeiro domínio. Vai sair ali o Keylor Navas. Ficou no meio do caminho. Já temos o primeiro escanteio no jogo. Mitrovic já chegou ali pressionando o primeiro escanteio. Já no primeiro minuto. E aquela advertência ali para o Mitrovic. Fica próximo ao goleiro. Ergue os braços. Já a advertência do árbitro senegalês. Liait é quem vai na cobrança. É direito, fez o levantamento, a bola na área. Olha o desvio. Brigou ali o Mitrovic pelo cabeceio. E a falta do Tadic. É a primeira falta no jogo. E teve um braço ali para cima do Mitrovic, hein?
Teve, Júlio, teve. Acho que podia ter chamado o VAR, né?
Teve um braço ali para cima do Mitrovic. O Duarte foi quem usou o braço. Olha o Brian Ruiz. A enfiada de bola. Chegada da Costa Rica. Adiantou demais. A bola acabou, ficou esticada pelo Urenha. Olha, quando ele toca, esse último toque ficou muito à frente. Para ele tentar a finalização. E aí, o Stojkovic fechou bem o ângulo. Começa toda a velocidade. 2 minutos, 2 escanteios. Um para cada lado.
And goalkeeper Stojkovic had to do his work. Lovely ball from Ruiz to Urenha. A real opportunity this for Costa Rica. Urenha just forced a little too wide. A striker who scored with his very first touch at the last World Cup against Uruguay, having come on as a sub. Gamboa to lay it wide. Cross was in towards Giancarlo Gonzalez up supporting, and he stayed forward as well. As Duarte plays this one in, and well, Costa Rica, and it was Gonzalez who got his head to that. Kolarov playing the ball forward towards Yajic. And Stojkovic is grateful that header was straight at him. Yard either side, that would have been interesting. Worth remembering that Costa Rica didn't actually lose a game in normal time at the last World Cup. They only went out on penalties. There's Oscar Ramirez, who played in the 1990 World Cup for them, when they caused a bit of a stir by beating Scotland in their opening game in Genoa. They also beat Sweden in that tournament as well. They're very, very lively underdogs. Here's Kolarov. Ivanovic stripped of the captaincy by the new coach Mladen Krstajic. It's gone to Kolarov instead. Tadic. By the way, one of the reasons that Francisco Calvo has been picked today and not Brian Oviedo, I'm told by the Costa Rican camp, is they want a bit of extra height at the back because they have to deal with Mitrovic. That was a surprise. Calvo wasn't in the squad 4 years ago. Plays in Major League Soccer for Minnesota United. Jajic with a second corner already. This time Mitrovic can't do anything with that one. Kolarov's challenge. Part of the Roma side that got to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Knocked out in a thrilling two-legged tie against Liverpool. Milinovic won it. Urena again looking to make a nuisance of himself. He's a clever striker. Another player who plays his football in the United States, Urena. Vanegas looking to get the better of the tough Branislav Ivanovic, who is Russian-based. Plays for Zenit St. Petersburg these days after his stellar career with Chelsea. Competitive debut as a manager for Mladen Krstajic, who took over from Slavoljub Muslin, the man who got Serbia qualified, but it was quite a story. Muslin lost his job because basically he wouldn't pick Milinkovic-Savic, who's a key player in this side now and is establishing himself, although, like one or two others, he hasn't made a competitive appearance as yet for his country until today. The word is that Real Madrid, a team he supports, he was born in Spain, are already thinking about maybe trying to sign him for quite a lot of money. Ivanovic turning it round the corner up towards Mitrovic. This is Milinkovic-Savic. Having across the face of goal, it just needed somebody to take a gamble. Typical Kolarov ball, this. Does have a really good left foot. He liked it. Venegas looking to flick it on. Another surprise selection today. He usually comes on as a substitute, Johan Venegas. They could have picked Joel Campbell, who is fit again after his many injury problems. But I think they like Venegas' energy. Christian Bolaños, the veteran wide player as well, is another left on the bench. Here's Johnny Acosta. Urena. Now Venegas. Wasn't the best of balls in. Ruiz just having a little word. Stojkovic, the Partizan Belgrade goalkeeper, launching it forward. Here's Nemanja Matic. Some very familiar names around this Serbian squad, and looking at it, you'd think they are capable of making some impact in the tournament. Whether they can is quite another matter. This is Milivojevic. Had a good season with Crystal Palace in their big recovery and climb up the table. Borges to Ruiz. Did see plenty of football later on in the season with Sporting Lisbon. Brian Ruiz after a quiet time earlier, but he should be nice and fresh for this World Cup. He just is suffering from a little back niggle that they've been managing in training. He's missed the odd session, but was never going to miss the match here. Now Benegas. I just wonder whether Costa Rica are thinking that Ivanovic these days could be worth attacking in that right back position. Of course, he can play in the centre as well and has done many times. But they've got Benegas there just having a dart at him once or twice early on. There's Johan Benegas again. Calvo looking to get the cross in. Costa Rica will get a corner. You just wonder with the Costa Ricans, given their very good World Cup record, whether they've just been keeping their powder dry a little in recent weeks for this tournament. They've got a wonderful opportunity there for Gonzalez, and he really should have scored. In space on the back post, look at this. Totally unmarked, has to put that in, but does not hit the target. I think his reaction tells you everything. And another player there supporting him as well in Borges. Big chance goes begging. I think the three teams in this group, other than Brazil, will see the second place as very much up for grabs. And the games between them likely to decide that, though you can never be sure of anything. Now here's Milinkovic-Savic in towards Mitrovic. Deflected and grabbed easily by Keylor Navas. Navas, by the way, the first goalkeeper to win 3 Champions League finals in a row. He's completing the hat-trick with Real Madrid. Here's Ruiz, who has a wandering role in there as the playmaker. Guzman, Benegas tried to pick up Urania. It was a good clearance in the end. Milinkovic doing his job well at the back. And not too much in that. Serbia have tried to bring through some of their stars from their under-20 World Cup win back in 2015, and one of those stars is Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. We haven't seen too much of him so far. Serbia giving the ball away wastefully. Here's Benegas. Ruiz again looking to pick up Urania. Hammered away by
He snapped on that triangle. He snapped on that triangle.
Centro-direita da defesa. Este é o Celso Borges, que é o grande patrão do meio-campo. E agora sim, Bryan Ruiz a refinar melhor.
E mais uma vez Bryan Ruiz à procura de Orelha.
Neste meio-campo da Costa Rica, o 5, que é o Celso Borges, normalmente é mais incursor que o Guzmán. Guzmán é o recuperador, é o jogador que está ali para fazer a cobertura.
Tem essa jogada como característica também. Utilizar esse 9 como pivô para segurar de costas e esperar a chegada de outros jogadores, né? O Mitrovic também é muito capaz de segurar essa bola, assim como a Costa Rica utiliza o Uren o tempo todo, né? Bola, ligação direta para ele, ele prende, espera a aproximação dos meias que vem por dentro e com isso abre um corredor para a passagem dos dois alas. São até formas semelhantes de usar os camisas 9 dentro do jogo.
É a quinta participação da Costa Rica em Copas do Mundo, 1990, 2002, 2006 e a última, né? 2014, quando chegou às quartas de final, sendo eliminada nos pênaltis pela Holanda. Pressionou ali o Tadic, a disputa pelo meio. A falta marcada, favorecendo a Sérvia. Falta cometida ali pelo Guzmán. Mitrovic vai para a área. Também o Milivojevic. É a cobrança do Tadic. E aí a Costa Rica sobe a linha defensiva, saindo um pouquinho da área. A reclamação do Tadic é com relação à distância do Guzmán. Mais atrás. O Guzmán, acho que não entendeu, ficou no mesmo lugar. Tadic, ele na cobrança, pé esquerdo. Para colocar essa bola na área. Vai sair o Keylor Navas, ficou no meio do caminho. Complementa afastando a Costa. Aí o Gonzalez, complementando, tirando a bola da área. Matic, pouco mais atrás. Milenkovic. Ivanovic aqui pelo lado direito. Já chega a marcação do Venegas. Tozic. Abertura pelo lado esquerdo. Vai aparecer o Matic. Com paciência. Vai girando essa bola a seleção da Sérvia. É o grupo E, o grupo do Brasil. O Brasil entra em campo hoje, 3 da tarde, para enfrentar a Suíça em Rostov. E claro, você vai acompanhar aqui no canal Campeão a partir de 2 da tarde com o Milton Leite. Olha o Tadic, fez o corte, trabalhou no pé esquerdo, novo corte, demorou para fazer o cruzamento nessa segunda chance, colocou a bola na área. Subiu o Bryan Ruiz, deu ali uma casquinha, recuperação da Sérvia mais uma vez. Ivanovic, deixou com Tadic.
That far side of the pitch still bathed in sunshine. I'm told 2 weeks ago here, they even had a day of snow in June. Yaich keeping it in. Ivanovic. Picked up by Urena. Here's Ruiz. Everything he does, brainy and crafty. Is it on Costa Rica? Yeah. He's one of those players with the X factor that can be the difference in these tight group games. Here's Tadic. Tadic, I'm told, pretty much the extrovert of the team and with a bit to smile about as well after Southampton got out of trouble late on. Guzman spreading this wide. Now then, here's Johan Banegas for Costa Rica. Ureña's made a run to the near post. Ruiz. Challenge from Calvo. And it attracts a yellow card. That's the first of the day. Can't complain, really. Tadic they're just making certain. I think that's just an impact injury by the look of it. They are applying the old ice bag. Only been in charge for 8 months, Mladen Krstajic. He played in the 2006 World Cup for Serbia and Montenegro, as they then were, and was part of that team that got hammered 6-0 by Argentina. Remember that 24-pass goal by Esteban Cambiasso, which lives long in the memory. Although Serbia, I think, have been trying to forget it. Tosic to Milivojevic, who ended up as Crystal Palace's top scorer this past season. Most of them from the penalty spot, it has to be admitted. Milinkovic is only 20 and played for his country before he'd made his club debut. Tosic to hit it long. Duarte wins the header for Costa Rica. Milivojevic played some good balls from that midfield already. Serbia probably starting as slight favourites with most people for this game. Tadic's ball, Jajic. Nice. Here's Ruiz. Again, Ureña is making a run towards the space. They're trying to find him, but they can't do it. Costa Rica will need to get some players up around Ureña so that he's not ploughing too lone a furrow up there for all his energy. This is Milivojevic again. Ivanovic, who moves ahead of Dejan Stankovic of the old Yugoslavia. Today they were both on 103 caps. Now Ivanovic goes to 104. He scored last week against Bolivia in the final prep game when the Serbians were 4-0 up by half-time. Won 5-1 in the end. Mitrovic got a hat-trick. But warm-up games are one thing, the competition another. Kolarov. Milivojevic, another good ball through the lines. Mitrovic cuts it back. Borges to cut it out over 100 caps for Celso Borges. Dropping around, Mitrovic brought that down well. Couldn't quite get his shot away, but it was a clever piece of play and a velvet touch to begin with. Nicely done, wasn't it, from Mitrovic, who was waiting there to get the shot away. Not quite. He got the block in time. Got 12 goals in 20 matches for Fulham after moving there on loan. In one period, he scored 7 in 5 games. Look at that, there's the possession so far, mostly for Serbia, but Costa Rica more than once have looked as if they might carry a bit of a threat. Now then, that same towards Milinkovic, Savic is in behind here and can't finish it. Important save from Navas, flag was up anyway. Offside flag had gone up. It wouldn't have counted. And Milinkovic-Savic might be actually, in retrospect, quite happy about that flag, because that was a big opportunity missed. Little shove on Branislav Ivanovic. Serbia have lost both their opening games as an independent nation. 1-0 to the Netherlands in 2006, 1-0 to Ghana in 2010 as Tadic comes forward for them here. In that 2010 World Cup, though, they did beat Germany. Towards Mitrovic, beaten in the air by Gamboa, maybe a little improbably. I think it's pretty clear that Costa Rica, Los Ticos, as they are known, are very, very aware of the aerial threat of Aleksandar Mitrovic. I'm told they've worked long and hard on their preparation for this particular assignment. No Mataja Nastasic in that Serbian defence. An injury has ruled him out of the tournament. And Costa Rica, by the way, had a late problem as well this week when Ronald Matarrita, who can play in that left wing-back role, had to pull out with a muscle injury right at the last minute. He was texting some of his friends in the Costa Rican media saying, "This is the worst day of my life." Can only sympathise really with that predicament. It's Kenneth Gutierrez who's come into the squad to replace him from the Alajuelense club in Costa Rica. Milivojevic now. And Tosic has just signed for a club in China after his good season with Beşiktaş in Turkey. Tadic again, seeing a lot of the ball. Serbia do have Kolarov pushed very high on that left-hand side, but not much is coming his way. Mostly via this route with Tadic. It's done well there. Milinkovic-Savic. Tadic again. It's going to be a free kick, but only that. Nice little flick off, wasn't it, from Milinkovic-Savic, who likes to use the names of both his parents. His father a professional footballer, and his dad, his mother I should say, a famous basketball player. Maybe that's where he gets the height from. Benegas won the header. Kolarov back to Matic. There's an old head in that midfield, making a lot of sensible decisions. They look quite strong in that area with him and Milivojevic. Ivanovic's long ball just had Navas checking his bearings, but only for a brief second. No problem. Wasn't a great cross. Oscar Ramirez, who was attacking midfield player who won 75 caps in his days as a player. He's lost only 12 of 43 games as the coach of Costa Rica. Sometimes the CONCACAF region, there are a few critics saying it's an easy qualification, but at the last World Cup, 3 of the 4 CONCACAF teams got into the knockout stages. A little bit painful that for Johan Benegas. He is the only Costa Rican based player in the starting lineup. Plays for Saprissa. Costa Rica, by the way, fielding their oldest ever World Cup team today, with an average age of getting on for 30. Aging or experienced? We'll see. Milinkovic up towards Mitrovic, who believes that should have been Serbia's throw. The officials don't agree. Ivanovic with the header forward. Is Milinkovic-Savic. Got 12 goals in Serie A for Lazio. And his non-inclusion in the qualifiers, a huge talking point. Basically, the federation thought he should have been in, and that's why they sacked the former coach, made the change. Suspicion of handball there against Milinkovic-Savic, but here's Mitrovic. Tadic looked like he was being pulled back. Yeah, he was. It's going to be a free kick right under the nose of the referee's assistant on that side. So that looked like handball, didn't it? Not given, but that was. Well, they've got a bit of an aerial threat. And one of the tallest teams here, Serbia. Kolarov. Navas chose the fists and they did their job well. Shuddering collision. Nemanja Matic is one of those involved in that. Oof. I beg your pardon, it's Tosic, isn't it? with Johnny Acosta. Acosta took a bit of a blow to the head as well in that. Really reassuring for that Costa Rican defence to have Keylor Navas behind, making many important saves. He had a 91% save ratio in the World Cup 4 years ago. Former Costa Rican goalkeeper Luis Canejo shared the Golden Glove in 1990 when Costa Rica debut, and this year start was going to be okay. He did take a bit of a blow to the head there. Something of a controversial selection with observers of the Costa Rican team, but this coach knows him well and likes him in that back three because he says he just makes sensible choices of when to step out and sometimes just make an extra defensive midfield player too. Tosic is okay again. Nothing as yet to interest the video assistant referee, but of course everything is being checked as the game is being played. A reminder that it's penalties, red cards, goals and possible cases of mistaken identity which will be the subject of any examination from the VAR, which came into serious effect in that France game. Duarte. Borges to win it. Costa Rica not getting Brian Ruiz on the ball as much as they would like, which is why their attacking threat has just rather dried up in the last quarter of an hour or so. Here's Ruiz on the ball now, though. Borges, Ruiz. It's a slip by Tosic. Ureña. He's made a bit of room here. Couldn't keep the shot down. This mistake by Dusko Tosic nearly let Costa Rica in. It's a good turn by Ureña. Couldn't control the shot. He's made a starting position his own with 4 goals in qualifying and done a really good job all that time. Joel Campbell was unavailable to the coach. Here he is again. Nicked away from him this time by Tosic. Calvo's done well there. Here he is again. That'll be a corner. Just a little squall of pressure from Costa Rica. Mitrovic won the header. Part of his duties as well to get back and help that defence at the set pieces, as most strikers have to do these days. It didn't help Morocco though the other day with Bouadouz putting in his own goal in the 95th minute against Iran. I think we're seeing again here that these games at the World Cup are tough to win. You can look at the competing nations and make what you think would be a logical suggestion about the way things will go, but the predictions can make fools of you, and Costa Rica made fools of a few people 4 years ago, topping a group which included 3 former World Cup winners in Uruguay, Italy and England. They didn't lose to any of them. Here's Johnny Acosta for the Central American country, which has a booming tourist industry these days, population of 4 million or so, with volcanoes and rainforests and lovely beaches. Must go sometime. Duarte. Benegas. Calvo. It's done well. It's a good run from Francisco Calvo, but he was unable to finish it. He did score in one of the prep games against Northern Ireland. That was Costa Rica's send-off game in front of their home fans. Would have loved one today as well, like that. Mitrovic's flick on. They can't really get Jajic and Milinkovic-Savic into the game in any serious way so far. Matic, clever piece of play. Back heel for Kolarov, and now Jajic. Milivojevic. Space for Ivanovic. Milivojevic again! Oh, and nearly a spectacular goal from the man that they're all talking about here, Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, but the flag had gone up anyway. Ooh, well, that would have been close. Well, he is a young man with special talent, part of that under-20 World Cup winning side. Half-time approaching. There'll be 2 minutes of added time, we're told as well. Mladen Krstajic, I wonder what his thoughts are about the way things might go in this game. It would be hard to call, I'd say, from this point. It's been pretty even, Stephen. Serbia having maybe most of the ball. Matic. Milinkovic. There's the record breaker, Ivanovic. Bit of cat and mouse about this first half, really. The stakes, of course, so high. Celso Borges. Giancarlo Gonzalez. Borges pulling his man back. Now, will there be a yellow card for that? There normally would be for a cynical pullback in most games, you'll see, but the referee's just taken a lenient view of that. Jajic. Is there a sting in the tail of this first half? Ivanovic. That's too long for Mitrovic. That was a bit of a push anyway. That's what the referee saw there, yeah, and he got it spot on. Push on Gonzalez. Stoppage time. Tadic plays it forward. Gonzalez wins the header. Here's Oscar Duarte to Celso Borges. Jajic winning his 30th cap, the Torino player on the left. That's given away by Milinkovic. Urania here. Final seconds of the half. And Urania is bustled out of it. And it's going to be a free kick to Serbia. No, they can't take it there, the referee says, and he's right about that. They're looking to gain a couple of yards. I think everybody can get ready for their half-time cup of tea or whatever you prefer to drink, with no goals on the board here and maybe the drama to come. That is half-time. Well, we saw a couple of flashes of what Milinkovic-Savic can do, but Keylor Navas looks as good as ever back there, the Real Madrid goalkeeper, and Costa Rica once again showing that they're going to be nobody's pushovers at the World Cup.
Senko mu yu yin sai mu ni asin ni me. Da ri ga jano po bi aung myin se de twon a ri ba. Song phyat lai dai aung myin ya me. Da jano yong ji chat be. Mass power နဲ့တူစိန်ခေါ်မှုကိုကြော်ဖြတ်ပြီးအောင်မြင်မှုရယူနိုင်တာ Mass power အဆုံးနေတဲ့စိတ်ဓာတ် power သိစီ
on a little bit, but not as long as Littlefoot. Oversensitive and then we blame it on political correctness. That shit got me pessimistic. Why we try to please them all and ask for acceptance? We all a little off in deception. Eli, quit acting like a BI and get to stepping like Eli. Stop pirates bad, why police have all the cannons there? Cops these days got us looking like Afghanistan. Confiscated weapons, who we calling for this robbery? If you think about the action Connery. Honestly, these days killing gets so fucking publicized. First your fries and your goodbyes and then it got like T.I. R.I.P. then we on to the next. After death, the checking over dinner argument. Presidents, no heaven sent, but blame for your cop-outs. Fuck cops out, cause I play a game of knockout. Passion out, blasted, decaffeine. Bunch of backstabbing while we run rampant.
That's what we become. That's what we become. Choke till plumb. Wonder why so sucking dumb.
No compassion, out blasted, decaffeine. Bunch of backstabbing while we run rampant.
That's what we become. That's what we become. Choke till plumb. Wonder why so sucking dumb.
We full of clutter, we purging one of another. Acting kinda childish, like Donald Glover. And made of rubber, but use a rubber to solve the problem one day. Hold the ball like a child without a bottle right now. Between a rock and a hard place. Protect the corners, you tryna be a hard case. Drugs make the heart race. But what a race without a finish, war diminish. We start extinguishing, not applaud.
Do you enjoy?
Like an amen. Keep bombing Saddam and a lot of common. Arrest us for the farmland.
Come on, man.
But it's legal in Washington.
What the fuck?
Proudly hanging plaques, smoking a zigzag of the back. With a laugh, shipping your mask for Colorado tax. After that, we send you back to streets of Chirac to kidnap your ass. What you making a little cash? No compassion, now blasted, decaffeine. Bunch of backstabbing while we run rampant.
That's what we become. That's what we become. Choke till plumb. Wonder why so sucking dumb.
No compassion, now blasted, decaffeine. Bunch of backstabbing while we run rampant.
That's what we become. That's what we become.
G-Mo.
Choke till plumb.
Listen.
Wonder why so sucking dumb.
The government can suck a dick. I don't really give a crap. Republican or Democrat, all of y'all can get attacked. On my voting ballot, I scratched out the candidates and wrote my name in every single field. Then I cast the shit. I don't give a fuck about the presidential race. I've been lied to enough. It's fucking up my mental state. Living in a virtual projection with sinful snakes. Everything we eat and touch is a little fake. I shank a cop, then pass the knife to K. Kerr. Is the pig dead? Stab him in the head to make sure. No justice, no peace. I bust the chrome piece. Your brain's on the dash, now you slumped in your seat. Protect yourself from the government, nigga underlay. They shooting up elementary schools to take our guns away. I'm in the house strapped, waiting for the judgment day. Cause they ain't finna torture me at Guantanamo fucking Bay.
No compassion, now blasted, decaffeine. Bunch of backstabbing while we run rampant.
That's what we become. That's what we become. Choke till plumb. Wonder why so sucking dumb.
No compassion, now blasted, decaffeine. Bunch of backstabbing while we run rampant.
That's what we become. That's what we become. Choke till plumb. Wonder why so sucking dumb. Sucking dumb. Okay. Okay. You've made a mistake saying I cannot run this race. It's playtime, I'm gonna crush your face. This is not a fucking phase. Hey guys, I know you feel that bass. Roll with that until you see my face. Rising from a thick layer of fog at midnight. There's a time and a place to kill it. I spill it, leak documents from a flaming tongue. Rappers acted so saintly when not long ago you were begging, cuz. And now they catch the aroma. Wonder what the
second half. Second to Mexico in the final hexagonal qualifying in CONCACAF. Panama making it as well from that region as Ruiz makes progress here. Drifted out to the left-hand side for a moment at the start of the second half. He operated mainly from the right in the first half. Local time here in Russia, just after 5 o'clock in the evening. This is the first of 3 games today in the World Cup. Chance to assess the form and maybe make a few predictions of your own back home about the way things might go. Here's Ruiz. Hammered away towards Mitrovic by the Serbians. Costa Rica, a strong second half team. Of the 17 goals they've scored at World Cups, 13 of them have come in the second half. And they do have this good record in opening games as well. In their 4 campaigns, they've won 3 of those 4 in their opening match. The other one, the one they lost, was a really good performance as well against Germany when they were the hosts in 2006. They lost it 4-2, but made a thoroughly good impression. Guzman taking the knock there and going down in some pain. Only one player has been booked so far in this game, Francisco Calvo of Costa Rica. Here's Ruiz again. Oh, it's just a little bit careless more than anything else from Calvo. Will be a blow to Brian Oviedo not to have kept his place in the team. The usual left wing back, the former Everton player. And he missed the last World Cup as well after breaking his leg very badly in an FA Cup tie at Stevenage. I was there that day. It was a horrible one. He is on the bench though. But to be fair, Calvo here has done pretty well in that role so far. Yellow card aside. Back to Duarte. Ivanovic was beaten in the air, but Milinkovic got it away. Only a 4th cap for Nikola Milinkovic in that defence. He's just 20, Fiorentina player. Kolarov did well. Milinkovic, Savic. That's lovely play from Serbia there. Milinkovic, Savic again. Gonzalez got a foot in, but Serbia still have a chance maybe to apply a little pressure. Ivanovic. Now Tadic. There's an awful lot of English Premier League experience in this Serbian outfit. Tosic to lay it forward. Well one in the air by Duarte. Again, Ivanovic playing it forward. It was not intercepted by the usually proficient Costa Rica, defence proficient today anyway. They were all over the place the other night in their final prep game in Belgium. Either that or the Belgians were really good. Now then, Mitrovic is in here and can't finish it off. What a chance, what a moment. But again, Keylor Navas distinguishes himself at the World Cup. Yep, he's onside all right. Nothing wrong with that. But not a great effort, was it really, by Mitrovic? Taking nothing from Navas's save. They still have the corner. Borges it was who cut it out. Tadic. He enjoyed that play, didn't he, with the sole of the boot? Here's Matic. His first season at Manchester United was a success after his £40 million move from Chelsea. Kolarov up to Mitrovic again. He'll be kicking himself over the chance that got away. Milinkovic-Savic back to Mitrovic. Doing the covering is Gamboa, who keeps his place in the Costa Rican side. He can't get a look in at his club in Scotland, Celtic. Yajic, and it'll be Navas's again. Big shout from him. Leave that to me. This is the chance for Mitrovic, and what a chance. Just too close to the goalkeeper, wasn't it, really? It's going to take something better than that, you sense, to beat Keylor Navas. Celso Borges. That was a sloppy one from him that time. Milinkovic-Savic, who is left in a heap in midfield. Guzman's challenge, wasn't it? He certainly let him know he was about. Kolarov. Matic. And despite Serbia's stroke Yugoslavia's, as it was, record at the World Cup, which hasn't been too clever in recent years, they do have a decent record against CONCACAF opposition, which is what they're facing here, of course. Away by Oscar Duarte. Duarte was sent off, as well as performing a few heroics in 2014 against Greece. Costa Rica won that on penalties. Ooh, it's a good cross in, very good cross in. Milinkovic-Savic was waiting. Calvo to the rescue. Lovely cross this from Kolarov. Calvo putting out the fire. Adem Yajic with the corner. Again, the referee the referees have done this all the way through the tournament. They're making it known. They're watching any pushing, shoving, jostling from these set pieces. Oh, Mitrovic was in again there for a moment. Well, he's complaining to the referee that his run was balked, but I don't think he's ever going to get that decision. Duarte was holding him around the neck momentarily. You're always taking a risk as a defender if you do that. The video assistant referee would have just had a little look at that, but there was certainly nothing that you'd call a clear and obvious error in that, which is what it has to be. Ivanovic. They did drop him for one game, and people wondered if he was on his way out of the squad. Mitrovic was being pulled back there by Guzman. He might be pushing his luck a bit with the referee with one or two challenges. Yeah, that might be cumulative. This time he does get the yellow card. There'd been the previous challenge in midfield on Milinkovic-Savic as well, and yeah, I think previous convictions might have been taken into account there against David Guzman. Can Serbia get a breakthrough? They've engineered one huge opportunity. It's going to be Alexander Kolarov to hit this, and he really can hit them. He can hit tracer bullets of free kicks, this fella. In the past, he's broken goalkeepers' fingers with some of them. It's a good hit, it's a goal! From the skipper, Alexander Kolarov. Fantastic free kick, 1-0 Serbia. Not even Real Madrid's Champions League winning goalkeeper, Keylor Navas, could do anything about that. He's the only one who is calm, I think, around Serbia. Kolarov, fantastic free kick. Sometimes you just have to take your hat off. Beautifully done by the former Manchester City and now Roma player. And that is a moment he will never, ever forget, scoring at the World Cup. And what can Costa Rica do about this now? Well, he does have a goal in him. He's got 3 goals now in his last 9 internationals. Pushes forward all the time, and of course he does have that set piece in him. We've seen it before from him. I think I remember one he scored at Leicester for Manchester City. It was kind of similar to that, but maybe not quite as important. Milinkovic-Savic found a beautiful pass there. Here's Tadic. He's full of those tricky little runs, and Jajic is in here. Couldn't quite reach it. Serbia coming to life. Here's Duarte for Costa Rica, who'll have to come out of their shell a bit more now. Gamboa up to Ruiz. Can he engineer a Costa Rican comeback? Duarte. Now Calvo. Venegas. How soon before we get a change here? And there might be another card coming up here for Ivanovic. Yep, yellow for him too. Yeah, Venegas is going to make way now for the veteran wide man. Bolaños. Christian Bolaños, who's 34 years of age now. 13 years he's been around the Costa Rican team. This is cap number 83. Good player who can change things. Seen it before. 3rd World Cup as well. Bolaños is now the first player in history to play at 3 World Cups. And he's going to be involved straight away. Good luck to the referee trying to sort out that melee. It's played in deep, defended by Milinkovic-Savic, not really away. Guzman to chip it forward. I'm sure Costa Rica will be thinking about Joel Campbell as well, who can play in several attacking positions. Scored in the opening game against Uruguay, that big Costa Rican win in Fortaleza 4 years ago. Bolaños to play this one in, Ruiz attacking it. Suddenly an extra spring in the Costa Rican steppers. There needs to be. They need to up the tempo a little now. Here's Yajic. Back to Kolarov. His goal, by the way, the third free kick scored already at this World Cup, which equals the total from 4 years ago. Cristiano Ronaldo getting one, and Golovin for Russia, their pass accuracy 77%. And Serbia 83%. And of course, it's what you do with that possession and accuracy that counts in the end. Guzman, Gamboa. Costa Rica just trying to play more on the front foot now and playing higher up the pitch. That's noticeable since that goal went in. It's almost as if they'd prepared a plan for this exact situation. So what if we go one behind? This is how we might tweak it. A lot of the top coaches, of course, do that regularly as part of their planning. Here's Celso Borges. Gamboa. Gamboa's form at the last World Cup earned him a move to England to play for West Bromwich Albion, but he very, very rarely played for them. Duarte. Played in towards Urania, but not accurately enough. Here's the goal again, and it's worth another look. You might see this a few times. No matter what Navas tried, there was no way he was keeping this out. Always curling just away from him, right in the corner. They loved it. One in the air by Kolarov. Is Milinkovic-Savic. Fans a good ball. Tadic looking for the little back heel. Nearly picked up Yajic, who was right behind him. Serbia playing much better now and at a better tempo. And for the neutrals, that goal has made this a better game. I do stress the neutrals. The Costa Rican supporters won't be feeling so good, of course. Well, he's got some thinking to do. Oscar Ramirez. High boot, it looked like that from Gamboa. That's what Milinkovic-Savic is saying, but the referee has let that go. He's kind of lived up to his reputation of trying to keep the game going and not produce too many cards. He still had 3, mind you. Borges towards Ureña. Serbia get the free kick. Mitrovic, the player down, he'll feel a little bit better about that miss now. He did score 6 in the qualifiers. Mitrovic, who they call Mitro. They're going to make this change now. I thought they would. Joel Campbell, it was only a matter of time before he came on. Milinkovic-Savic, chance with a header, not an easy one, but he didn't really put his head through it. Cross from Ivanovic. And he's had one or two things fall his way. It just hasn't quite happened for the much vaunted youngster. No goal for Ureña today, and on comes Joel Campbell, who I think everybody's forgotten is still officially an Arsenal player. He's only played 40 games for them in 7 years. Keep sending him out on loan, most recently to Real Betis, whom he scored a couple of goals in La Liga. A lot of injury problems, back fit now. Borges. Bolaños. Now Ruiz. Campbell with his first involvement. Here's Borges again. His dad, a coach for Costa Rica at 2 World Cups. Celso Borges is now coaching in India for Mumbai City. An amazing record, really, that family. Have been represented at every World Cup Costa Rica have played in. Here's Campbell again. It looks like he wants to go through his party pieces. Serbia are about to make a change of their own in just a moment. I think they're going to take Jajic off and bring in Filip Kostic of Hamburg. Ruiz again. Costa Rica probing. Can they find the goal they need? Guzman fizzed that one in towards Campbell. And how does Serbia play this now? Well, this was Campbell trying to find a way through. There was nothing really untoward about the challenges on him. There's experience everywhere you look in this Costa Rican side. Campbell, who's just come on, is winning his 79th cap today. Campbell. By the way, this is the longest now at the World Cup without a red card. Since the 1986 World Cup, when we got one in the 15th match. So everybody's behaving themselves by the look of things. The last red card at the World Cup was actually a Costa Rica player, Oscar Duarte, in the round of 16 against Greece. long may it continue. I think it's been made quite clear to the players of the various squads what exactly FIFA were trying to achieve with the refereeing. They can't say they haven't been told. And to be fair to the players, so far, we haven't seen too much gamesmanship or attempts to get opposition players booked or crowding around the referee. Some of the things that do detract from the spectacle, but what we did see was a little pull of the shirt there, which will be a free kick. Can Campbell and Bolaños make the difference for Costa Rica? They are, in fact, the two players hovering over this free kick. Bit of a false start. Campbell to play that one in. That was, I suspect, all deliberately planned that by the Costa Ricans. The false start included. Gamboa. There might be things on the break here for the Serbian side. Guzman playing it forward. He's about to be substituted. We think Campbell's behind here. Not quite sharp enough to work that onto his left foot and get a shot away. Couldn't just angle that away from the defender in Costa Rica to bring on Daniel Colindres, the captain of Saprissa, the Costa Rican-based club. He's often effective from the bench. 14th cap today for their 33-year-old. And off comes Guzman, as we suspected. Can offer something just a little bit different, Colindres. That's what Costa Rica need here as they go in search of this equaliser. Corner kick, flicked on, still not properly cleared. Campbell. Borges in. Serbia giving the impression that they want to take the policy of we're going to hold on to what we've got, and if we get anything else on the break, that'll be a bonus. Here's Mitrovic. Well, both those coaches know how massive this game is. Of course, the groups are a 3-game campaign, and when one of the other games is against Brazil, well, the stakes are very, very high. Ivanovic to take the throw. Milinkovic-Savic, but I think there was a little infringement from him. Johnny Acosta, the player down. Duarte. Milivojevic it was who was scrapping away. I was about to say still got it, but maybe not. Or maybe he just wanted to eat up a few more seconds. Surely not. Matic. Flicked on towards Milinkovic. Savic is full of little clever flicks. Kolarov, the captain. Mitrovic's good dummy. Milinkovic, Savic! Not quite, again, for him. Quarter of an hour remaining. The team separated by a great goal from Alexander Kolarov. He's described in one preview as poker-faced, but really something of a party animal. I don't know how they know that. Here's Mitrovic. And Tadic! Oh, wonderful opportunity. Completely wasted there. It was Kostic who just came on, and I don't think he could believe the ball arrived at him. He just had to direct it goalwards. Milinkovic, Savic. It hasn't quite happened for him today, but you can see he's a clever player. Matic! He does score the odd thunderbolt from long range. Remember one for Manchester United at Crystal Palace this past season. Another one in an FA Cup semi-final last year at Wembley. And Navas did about enough, didn't he? Milinkovic, Savic again. Milinkovic, Savic, by the way, is a Real Madrid fan, so these stories linking him already with a move to Real Madrid. Yeah, there was enough on that from Navas. Just a little flick. I thought he'd missed it initially, I'll be honest, and Kostic maybe is excused because the path of the ball was changed by the fingertips of Navas. Otherwise it would be 2-0. Pretty sure. Cut out by Calvo for Costa Rica. Milivojevic doing well. This is a point where the players would just be starting to maybe feel it in the legs and maybe the minds as well. A few players going down with cramp in that Morocco-Iran game. And a dramatic finish to that one as well, didn't we? Ruiz to Borges. We need Ruiz to be playing in more forward positions, really, somewhere where he can deliver the final killer pass. Duarte to lay it forward. Here's Colindres. Came to Bolaños. Here's Gamboa. Campbell. I thought for a moment he was going to let go with the left foot. Not quite. Oh, Borges here. It's fallen for him. Good block by Milinkovic. Here's Milinkovic, Savic. Look at the way he just devours the ground there in midfield, floating across it almost. Big long stride. Kostic's cross in. It's a good one too. No free kick given against Costa Rica there by the referee. That blocked shot, by the way, from Borges, I'm told by our statisticians keeping a check on things here, but that was their first attempted shot of the half. There might be another one coming up here, though, because here's Campbell. And just wanting a little bit too much time. And time is something Costa Rica are running out of. Mitrovic was held back there by Johnny Acosta. This referee has let quite a lot go in that regard. We've grown pretty used to referees producing a yellow card for any cynical kind of challenge which stops an attack developing. Ten minutes remaining. Serbia that close to 3 absolutely priceless points. It would be the first points since they had that famous win over the German side in 2010 when Mesut Özil and Thomas Müller were really... Milinkovic again looking to pick the pass this time for Tadic. The longer the game has gone on, the more Milinkovic-Savic has started to look the part. Now then, Campbell. Tosic with a brave header really, because the boots were flying. So they're going to make a more defensive switch here, Serbia, in just a moment, as you're looking at that replay. Yeah, it was brave from Tosic. Anything might have happened there. On comes the experienced right back, Antonio Rukavina, to win his 48th cap. Dusan Tadic has done his job, but now they just want to lock things up a little bit more, the Serbians. That's the thinking here. And in that regard, Rukavina's experience will be of some use, you would imagine. Didn't play in 2010, but he's going to see some World Cup action now, is Rukavina. Flicked on by Mitrovic. Pretty sure we won't see Kolarov going forward quite as often anymore now for Serbia, who've got one eye on the clock and both eyes on 3 points. Borges, Bolaños, lovely ball from him and a very good little chest down, wasn't it, from Bolaños as well. Gamboa inside, now Ruiz. Celso Borges again. His club were relegated from La Liga, Deportivo La Coruña. We want to make up for that disappointment here, but it's not looking good at the moment for the Central Americans. Here's Johnny Acosta. Here's Campbell. Did some good work, he was strong. Bolaños' crossing not of the quality required. They've got Campbell furthest forward now in the Urania role, but I've noticed he does like to run the channels and go wide, and they do need somebody to get on the end of any crosses, and they could maybe do with him playing just on the width of the penalty area. Kolarov towards Mitrovic. He's forced a little bit long and flags up anyway here. Taken quickly by Costa Rica. They need to get on with it now. Here's Ruiz. Just really haven't been able to provide enough attacking threat here, Costa Rica. It's been a pretty quiet day for Vladimir Stojkovic. Well, the goalkeeper here is saying that he needs some help with his right boot. The laces have come undone. Simple as that. He needed somebody else to do that. Didn't want to take the gloves off, I guess. Now you see something new all the time. Flicked off by Kostic. Ruiz couldn't get it away from Milivojevic. Milinkovic-Savic, more dazzling footwork from him. Mitrovic is in and can make it too. There was a challenge there which may be checked. Well, they'll be looking at that. Nothing given. Gamboa in a big collision with two of the Serbian players. It's getting a bit fevered here late on. Well, this was Mitrovic under pressure from Gonzalez, and nothing wrong with that. No contact at all. Mitrovic just loses his footing in the end. And the official word is there was no check. Getting late here for Costa Rica. Giancarlo Gonzalez. Campbell. Well, Ruiz started the game really well, playing in Marco Orena, and you wondered if he would be pulling the strings, but it hasn't quite worked out that way. Late substitution here from Serbia. They're going to bring on the striker Alexander Prejovic, who was the top scorer in the Greek top flight this season, playing for PAOK. I think he'll take over from Mitrovic very late on. Campbell. Now he's gone out to the left-hand side. Colindres has gone into the centre. Milinkovic-Savic. I'll tell you what, last 20 minutes, so he's played one or two delightful balls. He does look something of an artiste. So on comes Prejovic. Mitrovic is a bit disappointed, I think, by not hitting the target today. He certainly had the opportunity to do that. Prejovic to replace him. "27 goals for PAOK, the club from Salonika. Enough to get him into this squad for the World Cup. It's Milinkovic-Savic again. Another brilliant piece of play from him there. Kostic. Couldn't keep it down. Got a couple in the qualifying games. One in a 2-2 draw with Ireland, Kostic. There's going to be 5 minutes of added time at the end of this, which might give Costa Rica just a little hope. It's quite a big chunk of time, but they found it really hard, really, to engineer chances. Christian Bolaños is going to take it. Again, that tall defence, muscular defence, able to cope with it. Long-range effort from Gamboa. Well, I think he was hoping the goalkeeper might have been blindsided from this, but no problem, a rare save for Stojkovic. Colindres got it away from Rukavina. And Calvo. Gamboa. Duarte now. Ruiz and Colindres, maybe crucially, just lost possession of the ball. It's been won back here though. Ruiz with the cross in towards Campbell, but he was beaten in the air by Kolarov. It will be a corner kick though to Costa Rica in the dying embers of this game. Maybe now or never. Bolaños to play it in. And Serbia can break here. There were a lot of red shirts forward. Kostic. It's a miscue. Ball just got stuck under his feet, rather. Well, now this is silly. And we've got a bust up here. Matic getting involved with the Serbian coaching team as they tried to he tried to hold on to the ball there to waste more time. Well, he's trying to plead not guilty, but he certainly was holding on to that ball. They're checking for a potential red card in this now. Nothing forthcoming. The referee wants it taken again. The word is they are still checking on that incident with the melee involving the staff on the sidelines. That's why the referee is holding the play. Check is still going on with the video assistant referee for any possible red card in that incident. And now everybody's happy that there isn't going to be any such card delivered. Check is over. So a little late drama there. Gamboa's done well there. He's dug out a cross. They need this to drop. It's Ruiz. He had the chance. Bolaños flags up anyway. That would not have counted. Bolaños was in an offside position. But Ruiz's effort before that was blocked. Yeah, you can see Bolaños is clearly offside when that ball comes to him. And he didn't put it in anyway. That might save him a bit of heartache, that flag. I'm not sure he knows that offside flag. He must know now where they're taking the free kick from. Serbia nearly there. Gonzalez was trying to help it forward, but Serbia have defended well today, including the man playing his first competitive game for his country, Nikola Milinkovic at the back. He's taken the eye, one of the youngsters, and in the end I think it's fair to say too that Sergei Milinkovic-Savic has as well, the man they call SMS. They're checking for another potential red card here involving Prijovic. That's the player involved. Well, he's flicked out his hand there. And I wonder what view they're going to take about that, whether he was just trying to fend off the player or whether that was a deliberate blow to the head from Alexander Prijovic. Well, he's going to review this, the referee. He wants to look at this. A Serbian striker could be in trouble here. Clement Turpin and the VAR team looking at that again. It is going to be a red card for Prijovic. The review. Sorry, it was a yellow card. A yellow card. Kostic to play it forward. Apologies for the confusion in all of that right at the end. It was yellow, not red. Given. Might have been lucky to get away with that, but the big picture here is that Serbia have the points. 3 points, and it was a goal fit to win any game, really. A superb strike from Alexander Kolarov, the captain of Serbia, who was a bit of a doubt in the warm-up before the game with some kind of twinge that he'd felt. He played and to some effect, and Serbia get a vital win in this Brazil's group as the inquests go on about one or two incidents near the end on Costa Rica. No big start from them this time. It's Serbia who have the points. 3 of them here in Samara. They've beaten Costa Rica by a goal.